Last week, Canadian warships transited the South China Sea. Canada sanctioned 4 Chinese officials for human rights abuses in Xinjiang, while China announced sanctions on Canadians. Called Trudeau a running dog. This is the Grey White North Report. Last month, the HMCS Calgary passed near the disputed Spratly Islands, claimed by both China and the Philippines. For those living under a rock, the Chinese Communist Party has been infiltrating the South China Sea and infringing on the sovereign rights of about a half a dozen countries in that area. Vietnam, Indonesia, the Philippines, Malaysia, Taiwan, and trying to claim this huge, vast area in the South China Sea that's really far away from China itself, mainland China, in hopes of exploiting its fisheries and natural resources like oil and natural gas, to the point where they even built artificial islands to claim that area. They built these artificial islands under the Obama administration, which makes his foreign policy a joke. In response, the US and the Allies have been sending warships regularly through those disputed Spratly Island chain, because if they don't, China will try and block it off and restrict travel through there. And Canada has joined that freedom navigation thing, and we sent the HMCS Calgary there. This is not the first time we sent a ship there, but it does come at a time of heightened tensions between the two countries. And it was traveling from Brunei to Vietnam on its way, which is kind of a detour. So this passage did not go unnoticed by China, which shadowed the Canadian ship, according to a defense official speaking on condition of anonymity. Now, China is heavily militarizing the area, as its claims have been rejected by China's neighbors in several international rulings. China does not care about the international rule of law and will just do as it pleases until somebody bigger stands up to it. Now, the problem is we only sent one ship through. We should have sent a couple of ships through, but we don't really have that many ships to send through. And we should be demonstrating support for our allies, especially and for the Philippines. Defense officials were told to keep quiet about the HMCS Ottawa's trip through the South China Sea back in 2019, 3 months after Chinese fighter jets buzzed 2 other Canadian ships making the same voyage. So even though our ships are going through there, the Chinese are making nuisances of themselves. And it's only a matter of time before someone gets trigger happy in that region. At the same time, Canada finally stepped up its own pressure and sanctioned 4 Chinese officials for human rights abuses in Xinjiang. I would be sanctioning more than just 4. I would have sanctioned like 500 Communist Party members, especially those with assets in Canada, and started seizing their assets here. But we only did 4. And this is with a coordinated effort with the US and other allies. Now we took out Shen Minghua, Wang Mingxiang, Zhu Heilun, and Wang Xiangzhen. Most of these guys are based in the Xinjiang area. So the Xinjiang Production and Construction Corps Public Security Bureau, state-run organization responsible for security and policing. We could have taken this a lot further because these guys are just in the middle. They're not the top officials. We could have went all the way to the top and the Xi Jinping, because everything comes down from him. But it is a step in the right direction for Canada to take a harder line against China. Let's face it, we are in the midst of the beginning of a new Cold War, whether you wish it or not. China responded by announcing sanctions on Canadians, including MP Michael Chong. Chong, at least, has the sense of humor to say I'll wear it as a badge of honor. I don't think he's going to China anytime soon. But what this does is it keeps these Canadian MPs out of Hong Kong, Macau, and mainland China. So if I was him, I'd go to Taiwan. Then the Chinese diplomat in Brazil, of all places, blasts Trudeau, says he's ruined relations with China and is a US running dog. It's because of Canada's recent Uyghur-related sanctions against China. So it should put him on our sanctions list too, see what he's got in Canada. And he also tweeted this on a platform that's banned in China. And it's not directed towards Chinese or Brazilian citizens. No shit, eh? Here's this tweet. Boy, your greatest achievement is to have ruined the friendly relations between China and Canada, and have turned Canada into a running dog of the US. Spendthrift. His grasp of English is pretty bad, but I don't know, he's talking about friendly relations. There haven't been friendly relations with China in a long time. In fact, probably never. It's been a pretty one-sided friendship. And I, for one, would like to see it gone. So with all this going on, is it time to start talking about putting the frigate project on hold and going with something else, starting the whole process over again? Remember, we only have 12 frigates. We just sent one to the South China Sea. Our entire fleet would be destroyed in the first 30 minutes of World War III with nothing to back it up. The sooner we get these Type 26 design frigates built, the better. And we should actually keep the other frigates that are retiring and just mothball them for just in case. Shouldn't just scrap them or sell them until we have more replacements. But that's what Canada will do. We'll scrap the old ones and keep the new ones. But now is the time to really ramp up building these things. Get some more ships in the water, as well as pick some other designs for submarines, aircraft, and other types of ships. But I do think it's time that we showed the Chinese Communist Party that they can't push us around and Good way to do that would be to boycott 2022 and start seizing all assets of all Chinese Communist Party officials in Canada. Anyway, Canadians, let me know what you guys think out there. Are we going in the right direction in regards to China? Should we do more? And leave your comments below in the comment section. Hit the like button, subscribe. And until next time, this has been the Great White North Report.